Okay, well, and welcome. This video is going to be about just an overview of MIET 392 underground mining here at Bluefield State University. So, what this course is about is we're going to explore the methods, design principles, the challenges, especially the challenges, because there's a lot of challenges in underground mining. Um, you know, we are going to focus on coal, we're going to focus on ventilation and ground control and all that other stuff. But we will also be looking into hard rock operations, entries, rooms, stopes, that sort of thing. Got some, you might have seen it already, some pretty good YouTube videos out there on some of the more complex hard rock underground methods like sublevel caving, block caving, stoping, that sort of thing. There's a lot of good stuff out there on that. And we'll be looking into, the things like haulage and safety systems and, mine planning, technologies. And then it is unique. Environmental health and regulatory considerations. I mean, there's a reason there's MSHA and OSHA. Mining was different enough that you know, it's unique enough that it needs its own sort of, regulatory and safety concerns. So by the end of the course, you should be able to recognize and explain the major underground mining methods, understand how to plan and design mines, pillars, support systems, applying principles, ground control, ventilation. Like I said, that's probably what we're going to be focusing on. And then sort of basic calculations, mine layouts, production rates, how much ventilation you need, that sort of thing. We'll be looking at evaluating environmental and regulatory factors. That always matters, especially in a couple of situations. Like one, you're putting in a new mine. I mean, you've got to have new permits and everything and all that. Or number two, um, what if you're going to say some mines here in Central App, that have significant amounts of water. They're flooded. In fact, there are mines out there that have to be pumped for in perpetuity, okay, forever. And so we have to treat that water and discharge it and stuff. And that's all things that engineers do. Um, and then, of course, communicating your findings and professional reports, discussions, that sort of thing. So, how you'll be graded. This is going to be extremely familiar if you were in MIET 312, surface mining class, because I've laid it out exactly the same way. The number of quizzes, some number of discussions, a two-part project, field trip, case study report, so, and then of course two exams, midterm and a final. And that's 1,000 points total. You will be getting also 3% bonus in this as well with the first um, discussion post, just sort of introducing yourself, which you may have already done in 312 as well, but there's a couple of different students and I'm not sure. Anyways, if it's basically for me, just do it twice. Tell me something different. It's basically for me to get to know you. Um, and that way, that's the only thing that's due this week. And then, of course, we'll be talking about other topics like SME, that sort of thing, becoming student members, all of that. And we'll have the same weekly structure that we'll have in 312. Um, Similar routine, right? Because this is helpful for a lot of people, not just anyone that likes routine. But so new topics. We'll have a new topic, lecture content, whatever goes along with it. A quiz, discussion post, and then we'll have these sort of 5 larger assignments, and they're spaced out though, so that they don't overlap with midterm or finals week. So trying to make sure that with the expectations laid out like this, you can plan your time effectively. That's kind of the main thing, right? I know a lot of the students here are working part time or full time, and you know, this will allow everyone to sort of have the same sort of routine, and I think it'll really help. So this first week, we're just setting the foundation. This is an introduction. We've talked about grading, the course structure, Talked about SME student membership, which is really important. The book for this course is the same for the surface mining and the underground mining. And, you know, we're going to focus, me giving you an overview on some, today's mining, what the world's doing and that sort of thing. And that's where we'll get started. So with that, I'm excited to get this class going.